So Discord game of the week, Tampa Bay Bucks at the Atlanta Falcons. It's all on our Discord. You guys can all join. I dive in there every now and again and jump into some of those conversations.
The Bills-Chiefs was also a very close Discord vote.
This one's close because Atlanta's favored by 1.5. It's in Atlanta. Falcons won the first matchup 13-10 in Tampa Bay. And first place is on the line here in the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for in this one?
I'm sort of done with the Falcons in terms of being interested in the offense. Like, it's a kind of fun offense to watch, but I'm so fed up with the discourse of like Arthur Smith versus the world. You know,
how do you not want to watch this offense? They ran a play with
Desmond
no
Ridder
right tackle a couple weeks ago and ran it there.
Yeah, because Desmond Ridder just kind of ruins it. I'm like, I want a good quarterback in this offense. Then I'm interested again.
He had a couple good plays. He had a couple good passes last week.
Yeah, and what about the rest of it?
Wasn't great.
Yeah.
Still a creative run game there. The matchup, I think, against the Bucs run defense is always a good one. Remember, in the first matchup, I would say the Falcons. So the Falcons kind of like let the Bucs have an opportunity to win in the end. This was the game where Desmond Ridder dropped a snap in the red zone and also was about to score, and Antoine Winfield made one of the plays of the season, tracking him down and forcing the fumble right at the goal line to save a touchdown. I mean, the Falcons, I think it was 13-10, right? They left potentially 2 touchdowns on the table. Like, they were an inch away from scoring 20, and, you know, they played well enough to score 23, 27 points. So I think the Falcons are a better team.
16-13.
16-13, sorry. So, yeah, the Falcons did enough to score a lot of points against the Bucs. Bucs last week had to rely on Mike Evans. You know, you never know if he's just going to take over a game like he did last week. That was unbelievable. Could be a Chris Godwin squeaky wheel game. There's a little controversy around Tampa Bay. He's been banged up with injuries. Didn't see any targets, but he also had a touchdown on an end around. Todd Bowles made some statement that he just, you know, they were subbing him in and out, so he didn't get targets, but he was playing the same number of snaps as he always does.
And his wife called him out for it.
And his wife called him out.
Chris Godwin's wife, not Todd Bowles' wife.
Correct. Chris Godwin's wife was calling out Todd Bowles for making excuses that weren't valid for why Chris Godwin wasn't getting targets. So it could be that game where Godwin gets, 12 to 15 targets, squeaky wheel, potentially. But I think, to me, that's the Bucs strategy to win this thing. You know, they'd like to run the ball, they'd like to do all these various things, but you got to lean on Godwin and Evans in this one, and then trust your run defense, make the Falcons one-dimensional. They have the pieces to at least to pull this one off.
Worst graded game of the season for Kalijah Kancey the last time these two teams played. Like, Kancey, this sort of quick, penetrating, disruptive defensive tackle. Atlanta with that powerful offensive line and, creative run game. It's a bad matchup for him. I'm curious to see if a second look at it gives him a better shot or better performance overall. But I'll be watching Kalijah Kancey.
I like it. Good matchup. See, that's a good quick analysis on the game. Now we can pick it. Falcons by 1.5. Where are you going with this one?
Okay. Let's buy into Atlanta.
All right, give me Tampa Bay, because they're going to make a little run here in the NFC South, or make it interesting in the NFC South. The division right now, the Falcons are 6-6 in first place. It's Bucs and Saints tied at 5-7. So if the Bucs win this game, I don't know who has the tiebreaker between the Bucs and Falcons. They'll have split the season, but they'll both be tied for first at 6-7 if the Bucs win this. So I got them covering the 1.5 and pulling the mini upset here in Atlanta.